That is just so terrible of advice. All right. Hey there, and welcome to today's episode where I want to talk about the question: am I going to have these intrusive thoughts forever? And is this something I'm going to have to just understand and cope with and live with the rest of my life? And I want to really dive into this because this was something I heard said to me when I was lost in the loop many years ago. And it's something that I think when you're in it, you perceive this question a certain way in the answer. And what I want to do here is really show you what the truth is. So, if you're dealing with intrusive thoughts, I don't need to tell you how overwhelming it can be, right? When the thoughts are just racing literally a mile, 100 miles a minute. And, you wake up and you instantly just start scanning whether or not they're there. And when you try to fight them and get rid of them and suppress them and control them, they just get worse and worse and worse and worse. Now, the question we have to ask is, well, what makes an intrusive thought intrusive? Because if you, right now, as a little experiment, take a thought and a theme that maybe doesn't bother you. So let's pretend that you have harmful intrusive thoughts and you take intrusive thoughts about, what if I yell out something in public that's obscene? Or what if I get a certain disease that doesn't bother you? What you begin to understand, it's not the thought itself that actually is the problem. Because you can hold another thought in your mind and it has no emotional discord associated with it. And therefore, it's not an intrusive thought to you, it's just a thought. So, what makes an intrusive thought intrusive is all the corresponding emotion that we experience with it: the fear, the guilt, the shame, and all of that is really what the issue is, which is why in TBC and the work I do with people, we focus so much on teaching people how to release all of the corresponding emotion. We don't handle intrusive thoughts from a thought plane because if you do, you're going to lose every time. You cannot win that way. If you try to battle thought with thought and you try to analyze and figure it out, it's just going to reinforce, to really create more emotion and more thoughts, and it's just going to really spiral out of control because that's just what happens. But when you understand the idea that you can actually hold in a thought in your mind and it has no emotion, and therefore it's not that you necessarily prefer the thought, but you don't find it invasive or intrusive. What you begin to understand is all the corresponding emotion is what really makes a thought intrusive, not the specific content. Because the content, while you may not like it, while you may find it gross or whatever, if you don't have all the emotion with it, it's not the invasive experience that you currently perceive it as. So when someone says, and this is what I hear people say, well, I understand I'm going to have these thoughts for the rest of my life. It's not really true, because when you don't have all this corresponding emotion with it, and you aren't doing all this stuff to fight off the thought and to fight off the emotion, well, your brain's learning that this isn't really serving you, right? So your brain's not going to just keep creating something that has no value or it actually thinks it's keeping you safe in some regard. So the idea that in the loop, when you're in it, that someone tells you, oh yeah, you're going to have intrusive thoughts the rest of your life, you're just going to have to cope and manage with them. That is just so terrible of advice, right? Because it presupposes the idea that the thought is the issue, number one, and you're just going to have to tolerate all the emotional discord. When emotion is something you can learn to become conscious of, you can learn to become non-resistant to, and you can learn to release. Now, as you release emotion, what happens is corresponding thoughts and memories tend to dissolve with it. Now, it doesn't mean that you might not have the thought pop up into your mind, but when you can become completely non-resistant to the emotion underneath something, and that emotion dissolves, the thought no longer holds any power because there's no emotional reaction to it. So with the question of like, am I going to have these intrusive thoughts forever? It's totally framed incorrectly because you're unaware that the emotion is really the thing that's bothering you. And so when someone says yes and you have to cope, it just leaves you feeling hopeless and like, well, this is just something I'm gonna have to cope with, and this is just how it is because everyone has intrusive thoughts. And it's like, yeah, the mind creates random thoughts. My mind creates random thoughts from time to time, but it is in no way the experience I was having when I was lost in that loop of fear and OCD and anxiety. It's nothing even similar to it, because my default state is one of stillness, one of trust and peace. That is the normal state that I just kind of exist in when I wake up and all of this. Now, that wasn't how it was back in the day, but this is why, how you understand this issue and how you work at it matters so much. When you try to use tools to battle the thought without ever addressing and releasing the emotion, well, yeah, it's like then, and someone tells you, oh, you're just going to have intrusive thoughts forever. It's easy to just get defeated and just be like, oh, this is just my life. And that's not the way it needs to be. So I hope that answers this question, because I think it's so important that you understand, if you're dealing with intrusive thoughts, this doesn't have to be something that you just cope and manage with. You can learn to release emotion. You can, and once you drain the emotion out of a certain thought or memory, what happens is that it's essentially kind of like recategorized in your brain. For instance, think of something that used to make you really angry. Someone wronged you in some way. They owe you money, or they broke up with you, or whatever, right? And if you removed yourself enough from that situation, you can hold that memory in mind. It's not that you like the memory, but you don't have all the corresponding emotion with it, because at some point you release the anger, you release the frustration, you release the resentment towards that person, probably unconsciously. And the same thing can happen with any thought. You can release the emotion with it. And that's what we walk people through in TBC. And so if you're looking for more information on this, please, check out the links in the description below. We'll have some, great resources for you to get started. You can also reach out to us directly at restoredminds.com, because this is what we help people do. Intrusive thoughts are not a life sentence in the context of, you don't have to suffer with all this emotional discord with the thought. Yes, your mind will create random thoughts. That's what it does. But all the emotional discord is really what the issue is when it comes to the intrusive thoughts themselves. So with that, I hope this was helpful. Please help us out by liking and subscribing and leaving a review on iTunes and Spotify if you found it helpful. And also, I have all the links down in the notes to help you out. With that, hope you have a good day, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey there, this is Matt Codde, and I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch that episode. And if you found it helpful, we have some other episodes available for you as well that we've linked here. And if you're looking for additional resources, I have links down in the notes, or you can head over to restoredminds.com/start to get started with some new free resources that we have available. Thanks so much, and look forward to seeing you soon.